Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we're playing GRIXIS Pirates. GRIXIS Pirates because we finally have Watery Grave and Blood Crypt into the format, and so we can play all these older decks that didn't quite work out before because the mana base was just too funky. And now that we have Watery Grave and Blood Crypt are just those lands, the pain lands just make everything epic. And so we're really excited about this. So there's some really fun stuff that we can do with pirates. I'm sure you guys have seen them before. If you came in after Ixalan or didn't play in during Ixalan, then I can show off a couple things here, but I won't dive too deep. So the main thing is that we're getting in with a bunch of evasive creatures initially. So we have a lot of a lot of flyers, because there's a really good flyer pirate deck by itself anyway. That can actually be really powerful with like favorable winds, flag fellowship, a couple other things. But overall, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get down a bunch of flying pirates, a couple things that are more evasive in the early turns, get some extra value with Kitesail Freebooter, have some protection with Siren Storm Tamer. This can also help us get through with against other flyers, where it turns a flyer into a 0/1 with no abilities as it swings in. And then what we're trying to do is find a bunch of other things that help give us value for swinging in consistently. First off, extra damage with Dire Fleet Neckbreaker, Fell Flagship, Admiral Beckett Brass. I am only playing one of these because I like it, but it also isn't amazing. Like we don't always get up to the 4 mana with this deck. I don't know. Maybe I could bring one more in, but I'm not sure what I would take out for it. But other pirates you control get +1/+1 at the beginning of your end step. You gain control of target non-land permanent by a player who was dealt combat damage by 3 or more pirates. So if you hit in with 3 pirates and they actually do damage, then you get to steal one of their permanents. So really amazing. Honestly, there we can end up stealing Teferis. We can end up stealing lots and lots of stuff with that. So really cool card. At the same time, it almost gives more value for people removing small creatures that you didn't want them to remove initially. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this goes. Wish me luck. Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to FusionGamingOnline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below. All right, against Omni001. And let's see how we do with our pirates deck. I need to get my paper and stuff ready here. All right, great opening hand. We're going to keep this. So Bedevil, this is the one issue with Bedevil, is that with Unclaimed Territory, it's kind of funky. Put that tapped. I didn't want to go up to 4 mana for a Verasa's Contempt, though, and we do typically hit that mana base, because black is our main thing that we have a lot of. All right, so this is Gates. We're going to put this on Pirates. And we are absolutely going to get down this Kitesail Freebooter. We want to get... Oh my gosh, they didn't have anything. So I guess it's not quite a gate deck. This is just a cheap creature deck. Alright. Alright, Gross Spiral. Alright, Sulphur Falls isn't bad. We need more lands. Well, now what do I play? I mean, I can get more damage through if I just play Dire Fleet Poisoner here and already have Death Touch on the board. I think what we do is we're just going to play the Marauder, swing in for 1. Just trying to get our board filled up with damage so we can start getting in damage early game. The Crosses is annoying, but this also kind of stops them from playing that for X1 just to be a blocker, or X2. Because we can just always kind of get rid of it. Right, Shark to Crab. Alrighty. I'm going to try out Kitesail Freebooter again here, just to see what that one last card is. They might not be playing anything. Okay, they do have the land. Sure, why not? Okay. Down to 16. Let's see how this goes. Does it tap down? They don't untap when it's... Okay, so no blocks. Yep. It is a 5/5 creature. That is an issue. And we are not drawing what we need otherwise. Alright, so next we're going to attack in. I'll attack before we actually do damage. I'm going to get down Dire Fleet Poisoner just as a blocker for Shark to Crab. This way he can't really swing in with a 5/5. We're going to keep getting value each turn. Here, Zagana comes down. Yep. And they can put counters on the next turn. So we're going to hope for land and Hostage Taker. We'll absolutely kill here. Oh, it has trample because of Zagana. Forgot about that. Okay, there we go. So, land, pay the 2 life, Hostage Taker for Zagana. All attack. Yeah, you can't do nothing, yo. Down to 8, past the turn. Alright, so they're getting into massive Hydroid Crisis time, which is frustrating. We do have a Bedevil available. These guys do have trample as well, right? Yeah. I think we're hoping for land, possibly as well. Alright, so there's land. That means that we can play both of these. So I'm going to start off with, not that, tap that way. So here is add black and red. Kitesail Freebooter, just see what they've got in hand besides this. If they still don't have anything, alright, there's a Growth Spiral. I'm not going to play the Zagana just yet. But next I will swing in with everything. So all attack, 5 attackers. Oh, it has counters. Oops. I forget, so, oh man, it has counters. Yeah, we had to Bedevil. So we're missing 2 points of damage there, which we might have needed. We absolutely had to Bedevil there because they would have got back Zagana as well. Alright, so massive Hydroid Crisis again, not using the Incubation Druid. Alright, so they can attack in for 6. So we all attack, hold back the Hostage Taker. 5 attackers, tap you down, you can't block. Down to 3. Which one's going to be better here, Zagana or the Direfleet Captain? Direfleet Captain actually will probably be better altogether. It becomes a 7/7 if we attack with everything. So yeah, let's play Direfleet Captain. Pass the turn. And opponent scoops it up. Alright, perfect. They just didn't find anything that could actually stop that damage. So that's kind of the value of Pirates, is that it's semi controlling our tempo in the early game. So I'm playing a less aggressive version of the Pirates because I'm not running a lot of those red and black creatures. Alright, let's go again. Alright, up against Rob Leno. And we're playing our GRIXIS Pirates. And, I mean, Rakdos Pirates. Do we keep this just on the sake of having some good stuff on the top end? I really like Captain Lannery on turn 3. They're going first. We have a draw. I'm going to keep this. Like, we don't have as good of early game stuff, but this isn't terrible. Alright, I'm going to get down Dragon Skull Summit first because we are running... red is the thing that we're running the least of. Alright, this is bad. We can just get down tons of these Forerunner coalitions as well. Alright, Sulphur Falls, perfect. Now we can play anything. Let's go ahead and get down Captain Lannery. I want to get some value right away. Get a counter. We can play Neckbreaker as well now. Or Admiral Beckett Brass. Just to get more value out of everything. But... And I'm not sure if we want to be drawing more lands here, especially with how expensive our deck is. Our hand is. Alright, that's bad. We need to find removal. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go with Forerunner of the Coalition. I'm okay trading that off with a Thallid. We already got one other land. Let's see, what do we want to find here? Hostage Taker. Play Watergrave tapped. No attacks. Pass the turn. So yeah, Hostage Taker means that we can at least get rid of the Thallid, which stops a lot of damage from the Saprolings. Vicious Offering. Okay. Saproling Migration. Tons of Saprolings. Alright, do we want to trade off here with one of them? I'm going to say no blocks. We take a massive hit here. But I think it's worthwhile because we have a lot of defense now on this next turn. We just have to hope they don't have another one. Alright, so grab the Thallid. We're going to say no attacks. We need to stay defensive because they do have at least 3 damage each turn. As it looks. Tendershoe Dryad. Ooh. Ah, those are 3/3s. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. And we're dead if we don't block. I think we're dead even if we do. Yeah, we're going to concede. Yeah, I mean, they had what they needed there. We were playing really slow. So that's how it goes. All right, up against Zonga. Bring it on, Zonga. And we're playing our GRIXIS Pirates. And this is looking great. Looking great, looking great. Yeah, so Watergraved, pay the 2 life for Stormtamer. Again, we just want to kind of fill up our board so we get some extra value here. I am going to hold off on the Marauder. Let's see what they play here. All right, Carnival. Interesting. I don't want to do too much damage to myself. And we can play 2 things with the Drowned Catacomb. So let's go ahead and get down Departed Deckhand. Pass the turn. That's something that we can play consistently with the Direfleet Captain if we wanted to. Alright, down to 15. Let's play Blood Crypt tapped. Yeah, I don't think we can afford to do much else there. We can't take too much damage here. Warkite Marauder, swing all in. Down to 18 past the turn. Our biggest value is if we can find Neckbreaker here and just get in with 8 points of damage on this next turn. Alright, so no Chain Whirler, that's good. No blocks. Down to 13. We're going to have to race here. Midnight Reaper. Okay, so this is a little bit different than I was thinking. Okay, we're going to pay the 2 life here. Okay, so all attack. So we can make him lose all of his ability, so even if people trade off favorably, it's okay. So we're going to just fill up the board real quick. So, Stormfleet Aerialist, Direfleet Captain. This is now a good blocker for the Pyromancer, and we have tons of damage coming through if they do try to swing in here. Alright, Lightning Strike. Alright, are they going to swing all in? That's fine, no blocks. They're doing 5 damage a turn, and now we are going to be doing 8. And then we can trade off on the next turn to get even more value. So, I mean, they do have 2-turn clock. They might have some burn, so maybe we should have blocked there. Skewer the Critics. Alright, well, Forerunner of the Coalition. Take action. We will grab I think Hostage Taker or Direfleet Neckbreaker. Let's see here. I think the Neckbreaker actually will finish out the game, where a Hostage Taker doesn't quite do that. So we can hold on to that. So next, swing in here and here. We have to block here, I believe, on the next turn. If they have 2 Skewer the Critics, then it's frustrating, but down to 10 past the turn. Neckbreaker doesn't give us lethal next turn. If we let them draw here as well, we could hope they don't have burn and we win on the next turn. We can help them draw. We do an extra point of damage. I think this is the best thing we can do. If they draw 2 burn spells, or if they have 2 here, then we're dead. Okay, Pestilent Spirit. Okay, so it's a spirit deck. That's what's going on here. All right, so Neckbreaker. All attack. You don't have anything going for you now. So down to 1, we have to trade off here. So pass the turn. This is a little sketchy. All right, there's a Bedevil, and that's game. Yeah, good game, good game. Well, we played pretty risky there. We're going for damage to try to finish out the game, and that's what I think that we needed to do to actually have a shot there. I'm trying to think of what else we could have done to actually win, because they would have been drawing into burn. I think that's what we needed to do there. All right, we're up against Shikaka. And we're going to keep this. We don't get to play anything that's not pirates, but we have a lot of 2-drop pirates, so we're gonna keep it and keep it. All right, opponent's playing first. Not a gate. That is good. So this is so go on pirates. I do think that if you can, you should be playing gates as your tap lands, because it just adds so much more thought for the opponent. So we're gonna look for a Rhythm of the Wild here. So on pirate again, hopefully grab a Rhythm of the Wild or something here. Yep, there's Rhythm of the Wild. They will be able to thrash the Jade Light Ranger, but we have another Kitesail Freebooter to grab that on the next turn, so we're still in great shape. Yep, there's Jade Light. Alright, keeping the Allosaurus. Gonna have a 5/5, that's bad. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just get down Freebooter. We need to grab the Thrash Thread, just so they don't get Rhythm of the Wild. And we're just gonna be swinging through in the air, so play this tapped. If we find land, we can start doing lots of damage each turn. So we are just kind of racing here. They're down to 17, which is great. Swing in for 3, no blocks. Plays the Allosaurus. That is hard to race against, but we're also swinging in. Oh, they actually just adapt that. Oh, okay. All right, that's perfect. Pay 2 life here. Neckbreaker, all attack for 9. Down to 8, past the turn. As long as we can keep this guy alive, we are in fantastic shape. All right, Allosaurus. And it was kicked, eh? All right, they almost fought the Freebooter. All right, now we are in trouble. Yeah. All right, this does not have. So I'm trying to see here. What's the best thing to do? So I think what we do is we will Warkite Marauder. We could Forerunner of the Coalition. We take a big hit. No, we have to block something on this next turn. So let's Marauder. Swing all in. We want to get more damage in here. So Poisoner onto one of these guys. Doesn't really matter. Get in 4 points of damage. We have a Death Touching blocker for Allosaurus now. We can also block here. So we block here, we take 6. Do they have Colossus, though? We don't have lethal without this, so we're going to try for this. All right, down to 6. We should have lethal kind of no matter what they do here. Yeah, there you go. Opponent scoop step. Whew. All right, well, that worked out very well. Kitesail Freebooters definitely helping us out there in that game. That was amazing. All right, so we ended up 2-2 with this deck, and I think it actually played out pretty well. Like, the games that we lost were very, like, they were close. And that's what you see around this kind of a deck is There's a lot of these like mid-tier decks that are, it's great if you draw the right things, if they don't do the right things. We also could have run into a Fiery Cannonade at least once, that would have been nice, but we ended up never finding it ever. So that was frustrating, but overall I really like the deck. I hope you guys enjoy it as well. If you guys have any comments or things that you'd like to change with it, put down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.